Y'all, it's your boy Stacks, and I'm back at you with another episode of Grew Up Inside. First and foremost, as always, I want to give a big shout out to everyone viewing my videos, leaving comments, hitting like, all of my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all 1,000. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know, like I said before, you know, I wasn't expecting all the positive feedback that I've been getting, so like it means a lot. You know what I mean? Today's video, man, finna be about intakes. You know what I'm saying? And what an intake is your first day when you get to lock up or placement or jail or prison or whatever. Intake is basically where they're gonna take your fingerprints, they're gonna get all your medical history from you. You know, they're gonna ask you if you wanna hurt yourself, and don't fuck around and be like, you know, because they're gonna say, how do you feel that you're in prison? You know, and sometimes there have been people who fucked up and said shit like, oh, I just feel like I just want to be dead. And bam, they'll fucking throw your ass in a smock and what they call a turtle suit. Basically what that is a fucking like really thick type of fabric cloth, right? And it has Velcro down either side of it. You put it over and it has a hole for your head. Put it over your head and it hangs down, and then you Velcro the sides closed. You know what I mean? You see people walking around in them, and when you do, that's how you know, okay, they're suicidal. Or, you know, in some cases, like I just said, people will fuck up and say something like, oh, I'd rather be dead than to be locked up, you know? And when they do that, they automatically assume that you're suicidal, and they will fucking throw your ass in a smock and then put you in a camera cell, you know? And camera cells fucking suck. You know, I never been in one because of being suicidal, but I've been in a camera cell. You know, they had to do an extraction, basically. You know, I fucking wigged out, so they sprayed me with pepper spray, made me cuff up and shit like that, and then they put me into a camera cell after that because it was part of the punishment. You know what I mean? And the lights are on. Lights stay on 24/7 in the camera cells, you know, so you don't want to fucking be in there, you know. So yeah, anytime you're taking intake, don't mess up and say something crazy like that, because you're gonna end up in the smock or the turtle suit, whatever you want to fucking call it. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're gonna ask you about your medical history, if you're feeling suicidal. They're gonna like take note of all your property. You know what I mean? So if you come in with nice clothes and shit like that, what you really want to do is to have your shit either sent out, or because you could take money off your books and then have your shit mailed out, boxed up and mailed out, you know what I mean, by records or whoever. And then or you can have your peoples come up and pick up your clothes and then drop off clothes for you for court and so on and so forth, and for release. You know what I mean? Just have them bring you some regular old sweats, something cheap. You know, because there have been a lot of instances where dudes come in, nice ass watch, really expensive, you know, jeans and shoes and shit like that. And when they go to leave, that shit's gone. You know what I mean? And you're never going to know who did it, because once that property leaves your site, it goes in the back. You know, and then you got like orderlies and shit like that have handled it, and COs that handle it, and you know, you sign a fucking waiver when they're taking note of all your shit. After they take note of it, you'll sign it, and then they're like, then down the bottom in the fine print, it'll say some shit along the lines of, we're not held responsible for anything over $80 and shit like that. You know what I mean? And then that's how they fuck you. You know what I mean? They can steal your jewelry, steal your money, and what can you really do? You know what I mean? What can you really do? Fucking go in there and fight them? All right, you're going to be locked up and get more charges, and, you know? So, yeah, if you come in there with really nice things and jewelry and a lot of money and shit like that, have your peoples come and pick that shit up ASAP, you know? Your first fucking phone call you get. You know what I mean? All right, so next, moving on. What else they're going to do is they're going to give you a shower. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times back in the day when I was getting, like, you know, first started getting locked up and shit, they used to give you what's called a neck shower. And it's a little bottle of soap, and it kills any and every fucking bacteria known to man. All right? So they give you this little bottle of soap, and then they'll give you a really tiny fine-tooth comb that comes with it. So you got to put that soap on anywhere there's hair on your body. Your arms, your armpits, your balls, ass crack, hair, chin, eyebrows, everything. And then run the comb through it. And, then after you do that, you turn the water off and let it sit for like a minute or two, like that, something like that, maybe 5 minutes. I can't really remember. And then you turn the water back on and wash it all off. You know what I mean? And then the shit fucking stinks. It smells like straight like menthol, ethanol shit. It's called a Nick shower. You know what I mean? But that was back in the day. Heard nowadays they don't even fucking do that. And you're lucky if you even get a shower, when you go in, and that's how these viruses and bacteria and shit are getting into these jails, because people aren't, the staff and the guards and shit, they aren't properly having these people clean themselves before they go in. Coming in directly off the streets with whatever, not properly quarantining them. They just put them on a pod for a couple days and then throw them in general population and shit like that. Or, even in the juveniles, you don't even go nowhere for a couple days on a certain pod. You just go straight to your dorm, and then they usually on some type of orientation for a week, But then it's boom, right? Mixed in with everyone else. You know what I mean? So, also, when you're getting an intake, they're going to take your picture. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take your picture, and then something that is notorious and everyone fucking hates. Those of you who have done time or have been locked up more than once, you already know that the fucking wait. The wait is like the worst fucking part. All right, because they put you in these holding tanks, and then next thing you know, there's fucking 30, 40 people in a room that was meant to hold 15, and you got dudes in there fucking withdrawing off of drugs, shitting themselves, throwing up, farting, burping, coughing everywhere, and then motherfucking staffers and jail and COs in the jails and shit wonder why everyone's fucking sick, and all these fucking scabies and skin MRSA, staph eating infections and shit are spreading because of the way that they're handling the people, and the way and the living conditions of the fucking institutions and the buildings, black mold and shit like that. So prepare to get strip searched. Be ready to get strip searched, and when you get strip searched, it's really fucking thorough, usually. You know what I mean? They make you hold your hands up, wiggle your fingers, open your mouth, run your fingers through your mouth, fingers behind your ears, in your ears. If you have long hair, run your fingers through your hair, lift up your ball sack, drop your balls, pull your dick up, turn around, squat down, spread your ass cheeks apart, cough. You know what I mean? You turn around, they look at the back of your body, you lift up one foot, wiggle your toes, lift up the other foot, wiggle your toes. You know what I mean? They basically demoralize the fuck out of you, and then you're gonna get a bag, usually like a net bag or something, and it's gonna have 2 towels, a bed sheet, a pillowcase, like your jumpsuit, 1 or 2 jumpsuits. Some places I've been in, it's either jumpsuit or it's a 2-piece, like scrubs type thing, just a little bit thicker material, and then for some reason, in every fucking place I ever been, jails and shit, all the shit's made by Bob Barker. And you know what I mean? And I don't even know if it's the same Bob Barker from Wheel of Fortune, but it's some shit that always fucking, something that made me think, like, what the fuck? Bars of soap, Bob Barker. Toothpaste, Bob Barker. Little County fucking deodorants. It's clear deodorant that after you put it on, you let it on all night, you wake up, your armpit smells like a summer sausage. You're better off fucking not using anything and just washing your shit out with soap and water, and then let it dry with a little bit of soap in it. You know what I mean? And then just call it a day, because that fucking county fucking deodorant, man, that shit sucks. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're gonna get your hygiene shit, a little toothbrush. They're usually like a little rubber toothbrush. They used to give out the plastic ones, but they stopped doing that because motherfuckers were, making blades and people were getting cut and shanks and shit like that. So yeah, they stopped the fucking plastic toothbrush shit, years into when I was, doing time and shit like that. They came and took all of our toothbrushes and, You know, they were like the fucking golden unicorn after everything got taken. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're gonna get your bag with all your bedding in it. You know what I mean? Your 2 pair of socks, a pair of whitey tighties. They don't even give you the boxers. They give you the whitey tighties. You gotta buy the fucking boxers off of commissary. You know what I'm saying? 2 brown ass, yellow ass white tees. Looks like you could fucking get them wet and wring out coffee from them. You know what I'm saying? What else? They gonna give you? Oh, your shoes. You get like what do they call it? Crocs. Back in the day, they used to give out BBCs. They had BBC on the back of them. Bob Barker Classics. You know what I'm saying? They were black with the strings. They looked like Converse. They looked like Chuck Taylors. You know what I mean? I used to have 2 of them. One for my handball, and then one for like my lounging ones. They were real nice and crispy. I didn't have to tie them. I slide them on and off. You know what I mean? A lot of people would do that shit. You know? Fucking have the nice pair and then the pair for like their workout and, you know, handball, whatever it is that, you know, they did. Usually, you're going to get a phone call during your intake. You know what I mean? They'll have like a phone inside the holding tank. Not everywhere is like that, but the places I've been to in my state where I did my time, this is how it was. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do your phone call, and then, you know what I mean? And then that's when you can let your people know to come and pick up your clothes and shit like that. You know what I mean? So after waiting down there for like 13, 14, 15 hours, sometimes people have been in those holding tanks 24 hours. Almost a day and a half, 2 days, because they don't do moves until after dinner. You know what I mean? So if you come after dinner, you're going to be in the holding tank till the next day after fucking dinner. You know what I'm saying? So you end up in there with fucking you trying to lay down. It's like a little skinny ass metal bench. Everyone in there farting and coughing and shit, fucking throwing up, coming off heroin and all types of crazy ass shit. You know what I mean? Shit fucking sucks. You know, so the moral to the story, kids, is don't get locked the fuck up. Don't do nothing stupid to where you're going to have to go do time, because you're going to have to go through the motherfucking most just to get to where you got to go to do your time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all in all, it's not even worth it, you know? So stay in school, you know what I mean? And don't allow yourself to take the wrong path, you know? Because, you know, it's a rough one. It's a fucking rough one, and everyone isn't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? All right, you know, as always, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the content. You know what I'm saying? I know this video was a little bit short, and I know I haven't been uploading videos every day, but I recently just got my computer, you know what I'm saying? And I've been dropping freestyles and in my music shit, so, you know what I'm saying? Bear with me. You know, I want to try to come on here every day and drop at least a 15-minute video for y'all on some type of topic. And man, if y'all haven't done it yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the little notification bell. That way every time I drop a new video, y'all can get a message and be notified first. You know what I'm saying? Till next time, man. You.